Hello, awesome musicians. Today is Friday, June 14th, 2013, and this is episode 110, and you're watching 5 Awesome Musicians. See, you can sort of see the X. No, not really. Okay. In actuality, it's a few days after June 14th, but that's because I'm at a conference in St. Louis for the Conductors Guild, and I made a video, but the Wi-Fi here is incredibly slow, and each time I try to upload it from my computer, it crashes and dies. So I'm recording a new video on my phone, because my phone gets pretty good reception, which is kind of strange that my phone does, but the room doesn't. So I'm here live from St. Louis in my hotel room with my colleagues who are not here. But we're at the Conductors Guild conference in St. Louis. And the Conductors Guild is a non-for-profit organization that helps to advance the art of conducting is their MO. So to advance the profession and the art of conducting. And so far, it's really a big excuse to meet a lot of different conductors and network a lot, which is a lot of fun. So I'm here with my friends, and we're in my conducting studio, and we are doing that this weekend. We've heard some interesting talks. We're hearing Jamie Bernstein tomorrow, who is the daughter of Leonard Bernstein, and she's talking about a new documentary called El Sistema USA. And for those of you who don't know what El Sistema is, it's a youth orchestra program in Venezuela that has really taken Venezuela and the music scene by storm. And it starts at a very young age, and they give kids instruments at a very young age, and it's an after-school program. And basically, everyone in the system is a musician, and they're playing in orchestras, and there are tons of youth orchestras, and a lot of them go on to have professional careers. Probably the most famous example of someone from El Sistema is Gustavo Dudamel, who's a very young, hotshot, young new conductor, and the new conductor for the Los Angeles Philharmonic. So there's been this big movement to try to bring this model to the States, and the first sort of test trial was in a suburb in West Philadelphia, and we're watching a documentary that Jamie Bernstein is the producer of tomorrow. Other than that, we've heard some interesting meetings about the relationship between the executive director and the music director working together, some things about acoustics. We heard a really cool talk about copyright and intellectual property from someone who's the head legal counsel of Warner Brothers Music, so that was really interesting. And then we also saw a world premiere opera last night. It's called Champion, and it has music by Terence Blanchard, who is a jazz composer. And the opera, it was actually opening night, and Spike Lee was there. That was pretty cool. It was a world premiere opening night opera, and the opera is about the true story of the 1962 fight between Emil Griffith and Benny. Oh, I can't remember his last name. Benny something with a P. I'll have to look it up. Except I can't pause and edit this video because it's in one shot because my computer won't upload, so I'll do that later. But basically, Emil Griffith was called a homophobic slur by Benny, which provoked him. And in the boxing match, he knocked him unconscious into a coma, and then Benny later died 10 days later. And it started this big controversy and investigation into the sport of boxing. Anyway, to make a long story short, it was a really good opera. It was a very interesting and bold subject matter, and the score was a jazz score, orchestrated very well. And a friend of mine was in the orchestra, and we got to talk to him at intermission, and it was a really interesting experience. I definitely recommend looking it up and seeing if you can hear any clips. It's called Champion, and it's by Terence Blanchard. And Michael Christopher, the Pulitzer Prize-winning writer, wrote the book, not the book, the libretto for the opera, and some of the book. There was a couple scenes that were spoken. I'm going to take a quick pause here and show you the hotel. We're staying at the Union Station Hotel, and if you can sort of see out the window, it's this old train station that they've converted into this hotel and food court and fantasy land, and it's really awesome. And there's a lot of Cardinals fans here too, which is fine with me. My brother, not so happy, but anyway. So that's what we've been up to. We've been to a lot of different really cool restaurants in St. Louis, so that's really exciting. Other than this weekend, let's see, we finished casting Les Mis, and we have a phenomenal cast. Very excited to get started with them this week. Evil Dead is going to be at the Station Theater June 27th through July 13th, Wednesday through Sundays, and that's coming along very nicely. And so between that and Les Mis and teaching a little bit here and there, that's sort of keeping me busy through the summer before I move up to Chicago for my new job in August. Yay! Anyway, so I apologize for the late videos. Hopefully we'll have better internet connection, and next week I'll be back in Champaign. So hope everyone's having a wonderful summer. Andre, a piece that I want you to play is a Chopin Nocturne. If you can learn one or brush one up. If you've learned one before, that would be lovely. And love the Tony Awards. Fabulous opening number. That was great. I'm trying to catch up really quickly here before I meet past the 6-minute mark, which, boom, I just did. And it's going to take forever to upload, but that's okay. Anything else? JB, today is actually, the actual day of this video posting is your birthday, so this is a dirty video message to you. Happy birthday. And Emily, I look forward to seeing Legally Blonde. And Chris, I hope you have a good time at Blue Lake when you go up in a couple weeks. So hello to my lovely 5 awesome musicians, and thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week in Champaign. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Oh, it's also, wish your dad a happy Father's Day this weekend. Alright? Thanks for watching 5 awesome musicians. Bye-bye.